friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shivangi. I am an independent woman who is aspiring to be an entrepreneur, and I am still unmarried. And you know what? This unmarried tag of mine is a matter of concern for so many people out there. And these people are none of my family members. They are not my parents, but they are my so-called well-wisher who believe that a girl should get married by certain age and have her first baby by certain age. And you know what? Their expectation doesn't stop there. They want her to deliver her second baby by certain age. And these people and this is what these people do. And there are so many girls out there who are driven by such people. They don't have their own expectation. They don't have their own dreams. They don't have their own aspirations. They are only operating on the basis of these people, like what they want her to do. And I'm fortunate in that ways that I have my own support system, and they are my parents. They stood by my side during my thick and thin, and I'm very grateful to Almighty that He has given me such a great parents. So guys, in this section of mine, I'm going to talk about some amazing women who have done some incredible job during their lifetime, and hence they are my heroes, and I wanted to share their inspirational stories with you through my channel. So let's talk about today's provocative story. This story is about a woman who is founder of Shingora, a leading manufacturer of wool. Shingora was never in her cards, but she made it happen with her rigorous efforts and lots of help and support along the way. She was born into a conservative family where she was told to prioritize marriage over studies. That is why she decided to get married, and she got married to a Ludhiana-based businessman. Soon after her marriage, she decided to express her desire for higher studies to her husband, and her husband supported in that. Then she started pursuing MA in English literature, and during that time she got blessed with 2 sons. As soon as she completed her studies, she started to work. She decided to work because she doesn't want to sit back at home and be a stay-at-home mom for her sons. So now she had started her career as an English teacher in a school. But later on she realized that she was not able to manage her work life and personal life. Then she dropped her plan and she quit her job. Now she didn't give up. While staying at home, she started working from home. She started tutoring kids. And for another 10 years, she kept on doing that. By this way, she could manage to give time to her family as well as to herself. Now she was going one step closer to her dream. So she happened to meet one of her nephews who was a fabric provider for one of the shawl manufacturing companies. He then suggested her to start her own shawl making, and somewhere this idea immediately hit her. She was not happy with the design pattern of the shawl she was using, and she even found the pattern very monotonous and limited to 2 or 3 designs. So she decided to go for it. Now she spoke to her husband about the same, and again her husband, without even thinking twice, gave her a green signal. She says that my husband has brought me some handlooms, 8 or 9 handlooms from one of his acquaintances, so that she can start her own. And hence she started making her own patterns, her own design. She started making shawl with a design pattern called Fulkari, an art technique specific to Punjab. This design pattern was very new and immediately caught a lot of buyers' attention. And this was the time when she got her first order of rupees 10 lakh. Guys, this amount was a huge amount during that time. And this was a first achievement throughout her life. Now with time, she came across so many such orders, and she kept on building her business. And now she was even sponsored by the government to pursue her studies from Europe and bring their expertise to our country. So she decided to do that. She was the one who had brought the concept of power looms to our country, and this had happened after so many negotiations with the government. With her consistent endeavors and hard work, she kept on setting new benchmark for her business. And now Shingora is clocking a turnover of rupees 100 crore and has a pan-India reach with a presence in around 100 retail stores across India and accounts for nearly 20% of the country's shawl exports. So this is today's inspirational story of this lady. After some time, she was joined by her son, who has returned back from USA after completing his studies in textile. And he had brought so many new ideas. Although those ideas were not accepted by the people around, and even they considered those ideas very bizarre, but it was his mother who trusted him and who took his ideas seriously. And that time they decided to purchase some machineries from overseas, and even they took some good softwares from other countries, and hence took their business to another level. So guys, this was a story of Mridula, who started a venture at a small scale and made it a national brand. So there are so many Mridulas among us. We all can do that. But we need two things, and they are persistence and perseverance. This means that despite of the difficulty and opposition by anyone, we should never get distracted, or we should keep on moving in the direction of a goal and hence reach a certain height like she did. Guys, we all might have faced some sort of difficulty, or we all might be facing at the current time a lot of difficulties and failures. And we should keep one thing in mind, that failures, difficulties, challenges, they are byproduct of a success. So guys, I know that many of us are aspiring to be someone or have some goals in our life. And let me tell you one thing, that you need to understand that success is followed by challenges and failures and lot of difficulties. And start taking responsibility of your failures. Stop blaming others for it, because so many of us are blaming time, situations, circumstances and other people for our failures. Because till the time we don't take responsibility of our failure, we won't be able to learn something out of it. Because every failure comes with a lesson, and we should start focusing on that lesson, because once we learn that lesson, only then we'll be able to step forward. And that is how this success ladder is placed. We have to cross all these steps, and then we'll be at the point where we'll get our success. So that was all about today's inspirational story, and I believe that many of you might have relate yourself to that story. And I'll try to come up every Monday with a new story, and we'll discuss and we'll learn something new out of it. So guys, if you have not subscribed my channel as yet, do subscribe it. And if you like my video, don't forget to press a big thumbs up. And then if you want to share this content with any of your friends, then you can do that also. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay motivated, stay positive during this hard time. Good luck. Bye.